The first question being, well, what did they make at St. Mary's? Well, the first marbles they made before they retooled all of the alley machines was a run of swirls. Now, they were made at the old alley factory. They were made on the old alley machine, but they were not made with alley colors. Marble King was sort of in a tough spot.
Okay.
In that Lawrence Alley did all the mixing of the colors at Alley, and he did it in a closed room, which his family thought later that might have been part of his reason for his illness. But no one else at Alley knew how to mix the colors, the chemical formulas and all that. Well, when Lawrence Alley sold the business, he went to Florida. He was a consultant, but it left Roger Hattishell with what are we going to do about striping?
Threw him right in the fire there.
Yeah.
He had to learn on his
Peltier did help them develop some accent colors and things that we'll look at.
Sellers Peltier, when you say Peltier, you
Peltier employee came and helped retool, because if you think about it, Lawrence Alley never produced a ribbon marble. His were all swirls. Well, you had to retool the equipment to make some type of ribbon sort of marbles. You know, they didn't have patent ribbons at first, but Peltier was very helpful. Some of the Alley factory material or equipment went to Peltier. Some of the Peltier equipment went to the new Marble King factory. But before they retooled all those machines, they did do a very limited number of Marble King swirls. Now,
so were these the very first marbles that were coming out of the factory under that?
Yeah,
leadership?
Now the red checkered labels.
Okay.
Roger Hattishell stated in his interview that for the first couple of months they used existing Alley inventory and Peltier inventory to package until they got things going. But the
overstock.
Old stock. But the next thing would have been these for a very limited period of time.
So these are super.
Now they're in primary colors. You'll see red, blue, yellow, and green. And there is one that has oxblood. Let's see where. There it is. You can see an oxblood color. That is what St. Mary's oxblood looks like. It is not red, it's brown. But that's one of the ways that you can tell a St. Mary's marble, is if it has oxblood.
Right. Great.
Roger Hattishell, in an interview with Dennis Webb in roughly 1965-66, said that these swirls were produced in bottle hanger packaging, which bottle hanger packaging would be something like this, where it hung over a Coke bottle in a grocery store. To my knowledge, I've never seen an original package bottle hanger with Marble King swirls, but Roger Hattishell stated that that's what they were originally used for. They could have been in the red checkerboard label as well, but they probably were done for this a limited edition. Now,
so that's where you're going to find them if you find them, or loose.
At least one has been found, because Dennis Webb mentioned it in his book. Now, the problem with the colors that Dennis Webb stated is Roger Hattishell did that interview about 15 years after these were actually made. And so he was going from memory, plus Dennis Webb was using a recorder and then transcribing. So I don't know how it happened, but basically I believe they got the colors wrong, because I've seen in other collections and my collection as well, the only colors I've ever seen are red, blue, green, yellow, not orange, and an oxblood, not purple. So I think either Roger didn't remember correctly the colors, or it was lost in transcribing from the interview. But these are very, very collectible. They're extremely hard to find. Unfortunately, they get confused with what is, or there is confusion about what is a Marble King swirl.
But these are the real deal here.
Now these colors still exist today. If you look at existing Marble King colors, the red, green, blue, and yellow are going to be the same.
You can match them right up.
Yeah. Okay, one of the confusing things about swirls is people think they've got something really valuable because they've got a swirl in the pattern. Well, these are actually known Marble King marbles that have patch and ribbon type styles. But these are tune-up marbles, and what basically happens is when you open the tank, the cutter heads have to be elevated to a precise spot, and in the process from where you start to where you get the real patch and ribbon, you get a swirl that's like this. These are not Marble King swirls. These are tune-up marbles that got discarded in the dump, and they don't have nearly the value that these do.
Genuine swirl does.
Yes. Now these came mostly in 3-color, but you'll see here some illustrations of 2 colors.
Okay.
Red and blue, red and yellow. And there would have been
not?
Green and red, and probably green and yellow.
Right.
There was also a third, or some competitors to this. One was the Vacor Picasso marble. It looks very similar, but it's only in the red, yellow, blue combination.
Yeah, and their yellow is a super lemony yellow.
It was, but it's close. The one that is the least close, if you will, are the reds. And you can see in the Vacors, they're more orange.
I see that,
Orangish red. So that's the only way to tell the difference.
Yeah, because people
there's a lot of these out there, and people think, oh, I found a whole box of Marble King swirls. But these are retired, so they're not going to make more of them. And then the last close one is a marble that Dave McCullough made that has the red, yellow, blue combination, but you can see the lines are much thinner, and it only came in a 3/4 inch.
Oh, it's 3/4 inch
where these were only
marble.
5/8 inch.
Okay, and Jabo.
Right.
Jabo. And so, but some of these colors also resemble vitro.
Yellow jackets.
Yellow jackets.
Yeah, they do. See.
Okay.
So those are Marble King swirls.
Good deal, Gerald.